Tonight. Hello, everyone. So glad you could be on the Hive. For many of us right here, we're on live on the Hive. I wish it were live Hive at 5, but Mountain Time, that's the time I'm on, but it's really live Hive. Pacific time is 4, East Coast time is 7. We'll take you any way we can get you. Thank you for coming and being with us tonight. And wow, the end of the month. Where did January go, right? Well, for me, it was a very big month. Hold on, I gotta silence my phone. That would help if I silence my phone. So let me do that. There we go. You know what? I learned a new thing on your phone. You just go like this and you scroll down and you put it on focus and you put it on do not disturb. So there. Now the whole thing is you got to make sure you take it off of do not disturb at the end. Otherwise your calls all go to voicemail. But that's my new thing, is that I'm learning how to use focus. You can do focus when you're driving and all that. Of course, I'm on an iPhone. So anyways, welcome tonight. So glad you could be with us. We have our special guest trainer, Evelyn Abernathy, who is one of my direct leaders. And she's not on this. She's too young. Too bad, Evelyn. You're not on here. Darn. But you're on the one that's the latest.
The next one.
The next one. Anyways, we have a lot to talk about. We will not be having Bronwyn. Say prayers for Bronwyn. She has, wouldn't it be something if she shows up? She's got 101 temperature, so I hope she's in bed, taking her antibiotic and being a good girl. But anyways, let's all just say a little prayer for Bronwyn that she can get well. And she's had a few little hiccups, 2024, a few little hiccups. So, all right. We are going to begin. I can't wait. What are you going to teach me tonight, Evelyn? Because I can't wait to learn from you. And Evelyn, will you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, so I am Evelyn Abernathy. I am one of Vickie's directs, and I am in Los Angeles and been running my business a little bit differently the last few years. And I will tell you that my word for the year, we always want to come up with a word for a year that we're going to focus on to help us to grow the business. So my word for the year is automation, because I'm doing a lot more hands-on.
Evelyn, I'm going to mute you for a minute. Put yourself unmuted, please, so I can mute everybody. Thank you. Can you unmute yourself so we can hear you? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Were you able to hear me? Yeah. I'm sorry. Were you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Oh, okay. Do I need to repeat because you couldn't hear that?
Yes.
Okay. So I am Evelyn Abernathy. How's my sound? Good?
Good.
Okay. I am Evelyn Abernathy. I am in Los Angeles, and I just kind of run my business a little bit differently these days. And, it's always a fun thing to come up with the word of the year that you want to focus on with your business. And my word for this year is automate or automation. I just kind of keep going back and forth between the two. And I will tell you, the majority of what I do in my business, I do it from my phone. I'm not on my computer as much. I am, but most of what I do, I would say 90% of my business is from my phone. How many of you are using your phone for your business? Any of you here? Yeah. Okay, Michelle. Okay. Oh, great. So a lot of you are using this, and a lot of you may be using this app that I'm going to talk about today. And this app is called Project Broadcast. Are any of you using Project Broadcast? By raise of hand, any of you using that? Okay, so then good. I get to teach you a little bit about it. I know Dee Collins put something in there about a workshop that's coming up in a couple of days, but you have to be a Project Broadcast user to be able to do that. Okay, and I know I have 15 minutes, so just keep an eye on the time for me.
Evelyn, you have longer. Take what you need, because there's just you and me tonight. Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I promised my husband only 30 minutes.
Oh, that's good. So 30 is good. Okay.
I said I'll be on for 30 minutes and I'll be off. Okay, so And that's a lot of why I have to do a lot of automation. I just do a lot of care for my husband. So what I'm using is Project Broadcast, and I am going to share my screen. And well, first, before I do, let me tell you some of the things of why I like Project Broadcast. So let me close that up. Okay, so really, Project Broadcast is a text marketing app. So and even before I started using Project Broadcast, the majority of ways of how I do my sales and conduct my business is through text messaging. How many of you use text messages at all? And for your business tech? Oh, good. It's a lot more hands for that. Good, good. This is an easier way of doing your text messaging. So one of my favorite features, close your ears, Vickie, you can cover up for this, but my favorite feature with the Android phone is that what you guys do not have with iPhone is that I can text 20 people at a time and they are all getting the messages individually. It's not going out as a group text. And then when they're replying to me, they're replying to me individually. No one's seeing each other's text messages to each other. I love that. That's one of the reasons I would never leave my Android.
I know.
I know. We have that discussion all the time. Well, this is even better because now I can send a message up to 500 people or probably more with one click, and they all see each other, and they don't see each other's messages back and forth to each other. But what I like about this better is that when I'm using my Android, when I was using my Android to send mass messages, I would say like, "Oh, hi, friend," or "Hi, beautiful," or whatever. But I couldn't put their personal name in there because, sometimes I would have, like, if I have like 3 Sallys, then I would say, oh, good, there's a Sally, and I can put like 3 or 4 of them at once. But for the most part, they're all individually. With Project Broadcast, I'm going to show you how you can send a message and to 500 people or however number. I never send 500. I'm usually like 200. But you can send to so many people, and they still each have their individual names. So I love that. It's very, very personalized. So they feel like it's coming just to them. And it really is a message just to them, just like 500 other people got it too. And you guys receive that all the time from different companies, whether it's in an email format or a text message where you're getting, it'll say like, "Hi, Vickie," but they're sending it to a mass amount of people. And no one's sitting there one by one sending out these messages if it's a company. Another thing that I like about this is that most people are going to open their text messages before they'll open an email
Yes,
message.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and I am a big proponent of email messages. Be sure that you're getting the email list and grow your email list, but you don't necessarily know who's opening the list unless you're using like MailChimp or something where you can see who's opening. But they just don't open as much. And I'd say probably 95% or more people, or maybe almost 100, will open up their text message. So it's another reason I like that too. And it has an AI feature. So I'll share that with you too. Yes. How many of you use AI for your business at all? Any AI users? Oh, just me and you, Vickie?
Not much. Not much.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
there.
Okay. So AI is pretty cool. Okay. So let me open up share my screen so you can see my Project Broadcast here. Okay, so don't look at the people's names. So now in here, I have my clients, I have my team members, and I have leads. As I'm meeting new people, I don't even give people, when I'm meeting them, my personal phone number anymore. And that is another thing. When you do Project Broadcast, you will get a Project Broadcast number. That was one of the things I was kind of reluctant to do. But really, I just use it and I tell them, oh, this is my business number. And when I introduced this to all of my team and my clients, I just said, I put a special letter together with my picture on it, so they didn't feel like they were being scammed. I wanted them to have my picture so they knew it was me. And I had a special message just letting them know that this is my business account, my business phone line, but they can contact me from either. You know, all of those who were clients and consultants and all before both have my other number. So I just let them know that I will be sending messages to them from this phone number. Okay, so what you have here is your audience is all the people, the contacts that you actually put in to your website. And I'm going to play around with Sabrina. I know she's at work, but she won't get it until later anyway. Okay, so so I haven't done a lot of these features yet because I just haven't had the time to learn it, but I want to show you another page too. So, I mean, all the training is there and it's super, super easy to do it. I just don't have the time in my life at this point to jump into it as much as I had hoped to have done so far. But I mean, you can do campaigns. Like, let's just say you wanted to send out a campaign to like a special campaign, or maybe you want to have a special event, or maybe you want to have a special sale that you're doing. You can put it as a campaign. And they all get to see that and get into whatever that campaign is that you're doing. I am excited about doing the keywords. I'm like, this is probably the next thing I'm going to be doing. It's the keywords is you would put in a keyword, and you've seen this on different platforms, like maybe for instance, like Kristen Bell, Kristen Boss, I think it is. She has all these different workshops, and she might say something like, if you want information, type in workshop. And then you type in workshop, and then boom, within seconds, you get maybe a registration link and all these other things that comes in. She's not sitting there looking at her phone. Oh, who's going to text me? They're not doing that. These people are just putting these automation systems out, and it's working for them. It's like you just put everything in on your front end, and then you let the back end do the work for you. So it's working smarter, not harder, and it saves so much time. And I like to do workshops, so that's definitely something I will be, a feature I will be using. So let me go to contacts. I saw my daughter saying here on the list. Okay, so here's my daughter. Let's just say, okay, let me not show that part. Let me not do it that way. Let me go to automation, and I'm just going to do schedule. Okay, when you're doing like just for one person, you don't have to pay any extra for it. You're only paying, and I'm going to talk about pricing too. You're only paying when you are sending group messages. But if you're doing one-on-one, it's like free. So I really kind of look at it as a different phone number. So I'm going to schedule a new broadcast. And so let's just say, I'm going to say, hey, honey, because you know, this is my daughter. Oh, wait, no, I won't, because I'm going to show you this way. So I'm going to say, hey, and then let's say I'm going to send this to a few people. I'm going to click on here, and then dynamic fields, and just put first names. So everyone that's receiving this is now going to receive it with their name in it. That's all you do. It's so simple. Okay. And then how is your day? See you soon. Okay. Now I can go to this little guy right here. This is called Ava. She's a name. This is actually your AI. So let's just say I was typing other kind of, whatever. So I'm putting in AI, and I can do, AI will correct the spelling and the grammar. You can expand some things, like maybe your idea wasn't great enough, or you want to expand on it. Maybe you want to summarize. Maybe you're wordy and they'll just summarize. I can be very preachy and you want your messages to be short. I just click on make it friendly. And then you can make it formal, whatever tone you want. So that was such a short message. You're not really going to get much, but they'll change it a little bit. Hey, and it'll have her name in it. The reason it doesn't have her name in it now is because maybe I'm going to be sending this to like 40 people. And so their name will populate. And it's like, how's your day going? Can't wait to see you later. Oh, they didn't know what to do with that. I go, oh, what's that? And so, and here's where I would put in the contact. So I'm just going to put her name in there.
So Evelyn, does it have groups? Can you create the groups?
Yeah, they're called tags. So yes, you can tag it like that as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to, and then the message is sent. Oh, I meant to delete that, but that's okay. Okay, so I should have put in there testing, but she's probably not going to see that till she might be on her break right now. Like, wait, what? What's this? Okay, so anyway, I love those features. And like I said, there's so much more that I can't wait to plug into. I just haven't yet. The bundles, attachments, I don't even know what those are yet. Landing pages. These landing pages are like little mini websites that you can use for like doing parties. You can use this for, and soon we'll have our own parties on our website, on our own websites. But if you're a leader, you can do some onboarding with this. You can just create so many different templates to get going. So I absolutely love this. You have your phone number. There's my phone number there. And then here's some different things about my back office. It lets me know how much credit I have, like where am I right now? And so I absolutely love that. So before I go into the back off the training portion of it, where I'm just going to just show you that the training's so simple and how much you have there. Are there any questions up front?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
And that would be, are you able to download all your contacts to an AVI and then bring them all in?
You can download all your contacts onto here. Yes, you can.
Okay, I mean, in other words,
And you can, yeah.
From, I was trying to think, yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to know, is that I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, you're not sitting there putting in each of those numbers.
Yeah, okay.
You can even have numbers in there, and then you can have them where I forgot what it's called, but like on pause. That's not the name, but they're like on pause, so they're not going to get the messages.
Would this take the place of my text group that I could, this easy texting that I use?
Yeah, it would.
I could switch my money over to there, and that would be the same way that I could send all my text messages to all of you.
I believe so. I'm not very familiar with that, with what you're using, but I would guess that answer will be correct.
Are you sending your text message? Are you sending everything to your group using this program?
I do.
Thank you.
Everything to my team, everything to my consultants. I can send pictures with it. Now, the only thing I've noticed, I can only put like one graphic up. When I was doing text messages from my own phone, I was able to send them, multiple graphics. But here I've noticed you can only do one. If you try to put a second one in, it's going to get rid of the first one and use the second. That's the only thing that I've noticed right now that's like, well, I wish we had more. I wish I can put
Is this Kristen Voss or what we're seeing on our WhatsApp group? Is that she doing training on this or
doing training? Yeah, Kristen Voss and Jake Dempsey, I think the name is. They're doing, and Jake is the co-founder of this program. They're going to do training on the 31st, but only for those who are actually have the project broadcast out the count.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Well, good. Okay.
I have everybody muted. They have to type in their question, Evelyn.
Okay, that's fine. You can
type in their question if they wanted to.
Type in, and then I will check them out. Okay.
Evelyn.
Yes.
Somebody asked, can you enter more than one name at a time, or do you have to enter in your initial entries one at a time?
Okay, so what I do, let's just say, and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to send them well, I should have already had that set in here because I was going to send a message to all my clients today. I should have just been prepared to do that here. But let's just say, no, you don't have to do that because I don't have my tags yet. You would just be able to tag a group, like tag consultants, or maybe for my tags, I'm going to have multiple even for my consultants because I'm going to sometimes have different things available for them only local. Like right now we have the 2 Jackies and Josh coming in a couple of weeks, and I only be tagging that particular group, hey, come, here's this, the information about that. So come on over. But yeah, you'll use your tags. That would be like your groups, and you can have them in multiple groups. So maybe I have a tag of all of my Royal Almond people. I mean, I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, if I had so many Royal Almond people and every time, we get a lot of Royal Almond sales, then that would be a great way of having
The group.
information.
Yeah, the group.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Evelyn, if anyone wants to know about this program, they just have to go to YouTube and put in how do I use Project Broadcast, and it will tell them everything about it. So
It will tell you everything about it, but I will also show you how much training's available. And I've done so minimum of training. I mean, you ladies have no idea how short my time is these days, which is why you don't see me very much. But I've just got a lot happening. But there's so much training available here. Like you pick a subject, it's there. Bulk editing, switching between accounts. I was excited when I saw this, like, oh, adding an account manager because I just rehired my daughter again. Because I just need help. I just don't have a lot of time. So
what's the link, Evelyn? Can you take that link up at the top and put it into the chat so that they can?
I'm going to actually send you, and so the ones I have credits, those are the ones I've actually have done the training on. Because you get points from doing the training. And I actually have a link. If you're wanting to check it out, I can give you a referral link. And if you want to try it, you get 50% off of your first month. That's how I got started with it. I got 50% off my first month, or you can get 10% off of your first year. There's also, let's see here, the pricing. So I wanted to bring it to the pricing. So how much is it? I'm using this particular one. Let me switch it over because right now I'm monthly. I definitely will be switching to yearly. However, I wanted to wait until March. And that's because near the end of last year, like from September on, I have joined so many other links with everything is annual, and I don't want all my annual to be at one time, especially holiday time. So I thought I'm just going to spread it out. So right now I'm paying $18 a month, but once I switch to yearly, it will be $15 a month. If you don't use all of your credits that you earn, I think I'm getting like 500 credits every month. And if you're not using them, they do roll over. But they're also, you can do the pay as you go. There's so many different levels here. I don't think I'll ever really need the premium level. I don't know, once I get big like Vickie, maybe I'll need that. But right now I'm good with starter, but I may be moving over to business, depending. I want to start a new campaign where they get to opt in. Do you want weekly tips from me? Now, if I have a lot of people opting into weekly tips, I'm probably going to be using a lot more of my credit. So
very reasonable, I think, very reasonable.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I kind of look at it as if this is my phone number to pay $15 a month for a phone bill is amazing. That's how I look at it. It's a phone bill. That's how I look at it. Because you can also, so they can call you from this phone, from that number too. It's not like it's only for texting. They can call me. When they call me, it goes directly to your phone, to your regular phone. You don't even see a difference. It's just you get this phone call from, you know, the contact that you have is in there, so you'll see that. But it's just super, super, super simple. I absolutely love it. I will put my link in. Let me find it. I will put my link into, that's not what I want to do, into the chat. And if you guys want to check it out, please do. I'm just telling you, I'm loving it, and it saves me a lot of time.
Thank you, Evelyn, so much. That was, boy, something that I could really enjoy and need. So thank you so much. I can see that a lot of you have been going to that Kristen's workshop, so now we know what it's all about.
Yeah.
So thank you, Evelyn. Take care. Go back.
Okay,
Go back to your hubby. You promised him a half
gotta go
hour.
back. Exactly. I'm just looking for the chat. So I
Yeah,
can
there
put
you
the
go.
link in there.
Okay, so I would like to just now talk to you. I'm going to switch you. I'm going to share. Did you stop your share? You did, Evelyn, didn't you?
I
Okay,
did.
I'm going to share my screen. And I just thought, you know, tonight might be a time that we could just network together. The first thing that I would like to do is I would like to just share with you, as Bronwyn's not going to be here, so we're not going to be talking about the January catalog. If you listen this morning to the Jackies, you're going to be able to go over all the deals, and they had a very good training this morning, and that's in your Gen West, Gen East website. And also a lot of the things I put over on my WhatsApp. So if you join my WhatsApp, and I will put it in here so that you can join that. But let's just talk a minute. I want to play a video for you that that I found. And here we go. It's not the exact same one, but it's pretty good. And I'm thinking that I really should put my glasses on, because you know, I can't see as well, but my eyes are doing pretty good. So anyways, here we go. Let's go over here, and I hope that you could actually see what I'm talking about. So I'm sharing my, and Daryl Lee, I hope you're watching in the background to tell me that you can see my screen. I'm hoping. Let's just stop.
We
right
can see your screen.
Oh, good. That's so good. So let's go over here, and I am going to take you back to right here. I'm sharing. Okay, let's go into Google. And I wanted this just to pick right up, but I guess it's not going to. So here we go. I found a really great place for motivation. And I don't know about you, but I think we all need motivation. So here we go. In fact, I'm just going to switch it over to my notes that Daryl Lee taught me. So right now we're going to watch a little video. that is such a fantastic advertisement that all of you should be using. That link is in your business hub, and I believe it's under media. So I just want to talk a minute about this fantastic cream, the serum and the cream I absolutely love. And for those of you, and you know, many of us are all Defy girls. We use the Defy products. What would I do without them? But let me just tell you, I've incorporated this with my skincare regime. I know how to spell it, can't say it. But anyways, I like being able to alternate. So I think I've shared with some of you that next to my nightstand, I keep these two products. They're really, really easy to put on. And so if I wake up or just before I go to bed, I might put it on because it might be an hour or so before I've used Defy, but I just alternate. For me, a good time to remember to use this sometimes is like 3 or 4 in the morning or 5 because I get up at 5. So I put this on first thing. It's just sitting right there next to my bedstand. I put the serum on first, and then I put the cream on. Now, I have to be honest with you, this is a cleanser that is more soapy. And I don't like a soapy cleanser, so I use my Defy cleanser. But again, I don't think that it hurts my ability to get the results because I can actually feel and see the results. This is collagen. And I don't know that we have collagen in our Defy line. Maybe I'm wrong and you can correct me. But I do know that Mr. Campos was very excited about this Nova Marine line. So I'm using it and I'm very happy. I think many of us are. So another thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and by the way, just so you know, the prices are going up February 1st. And I guess it's quite, well, the girls were talking about it this morning and they said, you know what? None of your consultants are even going to notice. They're not going to notice that the prices went up because they're going to still be doing the bundles and the bundles will be deeply discounted, but they'll be even more exciting because of the retail price. So it's going to be better for us because we're going to have a higher retail price and a better bundle price. But I really wouldn't go about saying, order, the prices are going up or whatever. For you, yeah, I place my order before the end of the month. And some of you probably know what some of the prices are, but I wouldn't let that, all of you that are leaders, you got a raise. Okay, every one of you that's a Jafra leader just got a raise because you're going to be paid more income because the prices went up. And again, don't let it concern you because of the fact that people aren't going to notice. All right, now I wanted to make sure all of you are using this makeup primer, okay? In fact, I am just going to right now go into, and I'm going to go into choose my virtual background, which is what I'm doing on Zoom. And I'm going to have no background so that I can talk to you. Yeah, I like that, Valentine's. Anyways, here we go. This one here is a must. When you use this, this goes on before you apply your foundation. And this new primer is a winner. Finally, we got it right? This is a winner. So if you haven't started using it, you shouldn't put your makeup on without a primer because the primer makes it last longer. It makes it go on smoother. It makes it glow on more flawlessly. I highly recommend a primer. And then what I really, really enjoy, again, you've heard me talk about this oil, but you know what this oil does? Let's say it's been a busy day for me, but I'm getting ready to go on my Zoom meeting, right? I'm getting ready to do a text message like Evelyn's taught us. And I want my skin to look really, really nice. And I don't want to go put it all on again, but you take this oil, you know, and remember, we only use the baby fingers. We never use these pointer claws on our skin. We only use the delicate fingers and patting. But you go on and you do this before you're going to go on a Zoom meeting or do a video. And you look better, you glow. So absolutely keep this by your phone when you're going to be doing a video message because it does make your skin just glow. And when you walk out of the house and you put your makeup on in the morning, but it's what, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, use your oil for a picker-upper. Okay, now the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about also was how wonderful this setting spray is. Now in the summer, it's really a must because, it gets quite warm where I live. And so I like being able to use that spray even in the middle of the day, but I keep one right there by my vanity. And when I'm done putting my makeup on and everything, you spritz. And that is a setting spray. It does exactly what it says it does. It sets your makeup. One last thing that I wanted to talk to you about was our royal powder. Okay, and many of you, I don't think are using it. I hear it said all the time, where's our translucent powder? Where's our translucent? Who needs translucent powder when we have this wonderful natural white? It goes on so clear and you can't see it. So when I'm doing my makeup, I would never, after I put on my concealer, I would always use this white powder, but you can see it doesn't show. I am putting it on right now. It is not white. It picks up your natural skin. Of course, you always want to use a sponge, but I wanted to just give you I don't know if I can do this very well or not, but I'm going to try because this is fun for you to do when you're doing a demonstration. So I'm taking the Nova Marine and I'm putting it on the top of my hand. Okay, so I'm only doing 1/2 of the hand. Okay, so basically I would put a foundation onto. I don't have one here. So I guess what I'm going to do is put a little of only 1/2 of the hand. I think I'll put a little of the primer there. Why not? But remember, only 1/2 of the hand. You're only doing 1/2. Okay. Now, what you want to do to demonstrate, and I want you to know how important it is for you to use powder. Because, let's face it, we're doing our brows, we're lining our eyes. Everything should have a powder before you start doing any kind of color. So before you line your eyes, before you do your mascara, before you do your brows, you need to put on powder, makeup, powder, primer. Okay, now I'm going to just show you a little demonstration. I'm going to take, and I am going to put 1/2 of my hand, and you can do this at home. 1/2 gets powder. Okay, so I'm going to take my white powder that doesn't go on white, it goes on clear. And I'm going to take it, I'm just going to be using the top, just 1/2 of my hand. Okay, and I remember I put the cream on both halves of the hand. So the cream went all over the top of the hand. Okay, the cream went everywhere. Powder went only on 1/2. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Now here we go with the black pencil. So I'm going to take the black pencil and I'm going to make one line here. Okay, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to do another line over here where there is absolutely no powder. So one line and one line where there is powder. I will tell you that the pencil does go on not as strong as the one with the moisture in it, but that's good. Now watch this. When you take I'm just going to do the powder on the top. So the 1/2 of my hand has powder under the black line. I like the black eyeliner. And then I powder on the top. Okay. On this hand, where you see the line really clearly, it doesn't have any kind of powder. So when I go like this and I go across the hand, okay, like this, the whole thing is smudged. That doesn't have the powder under and over it. And that is a really fun, you can perfect this demonstration. Okay, you can perfect it and you can actually do it for a little back of the hand color. But it just, I don't know, just lately I've noticed that some have said that you don't use powder. And I'm thinking, how can you do your makeup if you don't use powder? Because your color doesn't stay on if you don't use powder. So I think that's my little presentation for tonight. Now, the other thing I wanted to also show you is that one thing that I have discovered is Jafra's going to be sending out bundles all the time. That is the new Jafra, bundles. Okay, so we're going to be not looking to the catalog as much for the sales. We're going to be looking at the bundles that Jafra is going to sending to us once or twice a week, well, twice a week. And for you, what I've discovered is that when I go into my phone, okay, and I go into my messages, I will find that Jafra has sent me a message Sunday, and it's the deal. Okay, so what I do is I go to Jafra on my phone, and you can, all of you, go into your messages right now and find Jafra. You find it. Jafra sent you something Sunday, okay? And as I'm looking at it, I was just looking at it before I started. It comes from, it says right there, Jafra, 4 days only, okay? Now, when this comes through on my computer and I hit it, it doesn't take me right in to my website. It doesn't take me right in. I have to download it. But if I do it on my phone, and I think Evelyn's being so smart about learning to do our business on our phones, we're just really going to have to switch over for those of us that are attached to our computers and start doing things on the phone so we can see what our consultants are getting and see what our clients are getting. If we're doing it on the computer, you're looking at it a different way than she is. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this, as it says right here, Jafra. And when I click on it, they give me a little blue, it's underlined. That means it's a link. That means that you click on that blue and you have clicked on a link. So I'm going to click on it. And what I love about it, it just takes me right in. There's on my computer, it doesn't work this way. It's just not as user friendly. And so now what I do is it just says shop now. It takes me right into my website. So your clients are doing the same thing when they get the text message from Jafra. It takes them right into your website. That's your clients. They're going right into your website. They can't go into anybody else's websites. That's why you need to register them on your website as a client. That's important that you do that. So here we go. Right here. There are the specials right there. Wow. I guess if I could have my way, I would love it for a consultant to say not $50, but $25, because I want them to know that they can get it for $25 if they place the order, the $400 order. But I just think this is so magical. Here it is right here. And there is all the things that are going on, the bundles, they just go right into the website. Okay, now, do we have everybody? We could, if I do unmute, if you want to unmute yourself and you have a question, or do we have anything that you could write into questions that you need answered? Because I do want to close, if I can, with.
You were wanting, Vickie, you were wanting to do my video.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so all of you we're going to be teaching you in the month of February. We're going to be doing one of our meetings is going to be on Reels. And we're going to be working with you and showing you how to create a reel and how it works and everything. And Wileen is pretty darn good at putting her own little reels out for everybody. And so is Evelyn. They're very good at doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into WhatsApp. And here we go with Miss Wileen. Oh, did I share? I didn't share. Uh-oh, got to go back here to Zoom. And I have to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Can you see the screen, Wiley? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay,
We put
here
it
we
on
go.
this morning, and it will still be on after eating, drinking, and anything else that I do.
Let's start it from the beginning. Here we go.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Wileen Dunlap. I am a Jafra manager, and I just wanted to share with you one of my passions, and that is our Always lip stain. Now, the color I'm going to be demoing today is Glam. I'm a Chiefs fan, and so I got to wear my red, and everybody can wear red. Don't be afraid of it. So it comes in a wand just like this. Very easy to apply. And the beauty of this is it's going to stay on all day. I can put this on this morning and it will still be on after eating, drinking, and anything else that I do during the day. And even after I brush my teeth tonight, I'll have to use our makeup remover to take it off. So here it goes. I do the bow first. That just starts creating the shape on your lips. And then I go to the corners. Now, when you're kind of new at this, you might even want to put a lip liner on first, because as a lip stain, when you put it on, it's going to stay on. And then I'm going to go from outside corner to outside corner.
That was the trick, doing it without a mirror too.
Yeah, it was.
And then fill in. And there you go. Very simple, very easy to apply. This does not have a high alcohol content. There have been other products on the market that have had a lot of alcohol content and they've burned. This does not. I have very sensitive lips, and so you'll do just fine. It's wintertime here, and so our lips too do tend to get a little bit dry. So if that's the case, you can put a lip balm or a lip gloss on top, and that won't affect the longevity of your stain. And so I hope that you'll check my website. It's just Jafra, JAFRA.com/Wylene, WYLENE, Dunlap, DUNLAP. Just go to my website, check it out. And if you see something that you're interested in, contact me first in case I might have it in stock. I could save you some shipping. But if I don't, you will just go ahead and have you put it on online, and then it comes directly to your door. So have a wonderful day. And oh, I guess I should kind of show you. See, I've let it dry for just a moment. Not there. Doesn't rub off. And another thing that I wanted to mention to you, those of us who have more mature lips and start developing those lip lines, this will not bleed up those lines, which can be very embarrassing and encourage us not to wear lipstick any longer. So anyway, back to my saying goodbye. Have a wonderful day and hope to see you again.
Okay, that is a reel. Okay, that's really, they call them reels. They're little less than 5 minutes, and you talk about your favorite product. I probably just now, in talking about the Nova Marine, was doing a reel. And so basically we're going to learn how to do them next month. We've got it all planned out for the month, what we're going to be doing, but that happens to be one of the training things that we'll be doing, just like tonight. What a wonderful presentation Evelyn did for us to open up a whole new way, because really text is the way to go. The phone is everybody's life. This is what they want to do, to go shopping. They want to be able to use the phone. They don't go on their computer to go shopping. They go on their phone. Everybody is into using the phone. So I just want to say something to you. I was watching a reel. I love watching them. They're captivating. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, they're just so much fun to watch. I love the recipes. You know, whatever your specialty is, it doesn't have to be Jafra. It could just be a story. You might have a fun story to tell. And that's what you're going to do, is you're just going to tell stories. You're going to tell, give tips, maybe make your favorite cake. But you got to remember, it's got to be not very long, maybe 2 minutes to show them. But people are scrolling all the time. These reels are going out to everyone, and people will all of a sudden stop on you and say, oh, I like the way she talks. I like the way she looks. And then you're going to ease them into Jafra. Let them know So it's not all about selling, Jafra. It's really selling yourself and selling what you do well at. And you all have some kind of a talent. There are ladies that are crocheting and knitting and making things on a reel and doing a real quick, sometimes less than 2 minutes. But anyways, you know what? The best thing you can do is to start watching reels either on Instagram or on YouTube or on Facebook. Start watching reels, REELS, so that you can learn what people are doing. And look out, because it's captivating and it's a lot of fun. And you'll see why you can get addicted to it. So be careful. But why not get addicted to it and make some money while you're doing that? So see what other people are doing and find out and think about what you are an expert at and what your talent that you would like to share on a reel. And then you can eventually bring Jaffer into it. Doesn't have to be overwhelming, like, here's the product, da, 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 da. They're not as effective to just be so bold. A lot of people do. No, look at what Wileen did with her lip stain. That was very, very nice. Not, it wasn't just a sell, sell, sell. She was showing us how it can work for us and how fun it is. And, lip stain is a great one to do. Okay, thank you for tonight, for being on. I hope I remembered everything. Like I say, we miss Bronwyn. I hope she is going to be well. I know she will be. And we will be we'll go back into the hub, and we will be introducing to you next week the February brochure, and I don't have mine yet. And ambassadors always get theirs first. So my box has not come yet. So I think there's a little bit of it'll probably come tomorrow or the next day. Okay, but one last thing that I wanted to say to you is you are stepping onto the threshold of a new way to do the business. And I just hope that all of you will hang on, because this is a very exciting time to be doing Jafra. I have always shared my story, and I brought everybody in. I never sold to anybody, and I never built a client base because it was too much work. I didn't like delivering. I did not, I just didn't like adding up orders or all that. I love doing parties, but at the end of the party, it was like, well, if you want to order Jafra, sign up. It was a no-brainer. I showed them, I said, well, I got this set right here. You just sign on the dotted line here. Well, that's what I did. I didn't take orders. I just signed up people and signed contracts. But now Jafra has got a wonderful way for you to build a client base and do it all without having to leave your home and do the deliveries. Jafra does the delivery for you. I'm very excited about this new way of doing the business. And I wish that it was available to me in another era, 59 years ago. No way. We didn't even have brochures. Jafra had a little leaflet, a pink one, and it basically said the product. I don't even think the price of the product was written on that little blue leaflet. And there were no prices. It was a very primitive company in the beginning. And boy, have we come a long ways. But I just want you to know that what an exciting time with the new website that's coming and all the new benefits that are there for you to build a client base and never have to leave your home. But you need to know how to do reels if you want to make some money. So we're going to try to go through that with you next month, because your phone is going to be the way you do the reel. And the phone is going to take them to your website. And we're going to try to concentrate during 2024 on helping you to be successful in this business the new way. Okay, so again, it's 5:56 here, Mountain Time. And I thank you for this time that we could be together and that I got to share tonight. Thank you, Bronwyn, for giving me an opportunity to share, but just get well, okay? Because I can't do this without you. And Daryl, thank you for being my co-host tonight. And hopefully we can get Daryl to come out of the hive a little bit and share with us during the month of February. We put together our plan of action, and we think we got some really good stuff to share with you during the month of February. So right on your phone, it's really easy. What would I do without this phone? Okay, now listen to this. Sometimes I get a brainy idea in the middle of the night. So my phone kind of sits over and it has a little stand, and it basically stays dark all night. But if I go, and I don't want to say it, if I go, hey, SIRI, because if I say it, she'll start talking to me. And then I'll tell her I'll just real quickly say, remind me. That's what I do. I go, hey, remind me. I do it all the time. I mean, I always swim in the morning, a aerobic swimming workout, okay? I don't swim. I swim this way, but with weights and things. And I'll get a brainstorm in the pool. You guys, this is really funny, but I'll just go, hey. She hears, the phone's over on my robe by the side of the pool. Hey, remind me. And then I tell her what I want to be reminded about. I hope you guys do that. It's so wonderful. It's like having your personal assistant. So if wherever you are, you just say whatever. And I don't know what Android does, because Evelyn, she's into Android, but I will never leave Apple. That's all there is to it. I won't. But now this new way, I won't need to leave Apple, because I can do what she talked about tonight. All right. Anyways, that's my hint, is that use your phone as your personal assistant, because it's wonderful. I mean, if you're cooking, you can just say, hey, and then tell the timer to set for 5 minutes or 20 minutes. It's just wonderful to be able to do so many things and have her be your friend, and be able to use it as a personal assistant. Okay, so think about it. You can take any classes online or anything. I'm a big YouTube advocate. I learn everything on YouTube. So thank you for being with me tonight. Goodbye to January, my 59th year in Jaffra. Wow. And my 81st birthday. So wow, the time just flies by. And I want to say, Maria, thank you for always being there. You're always on our thing. Maria, all of you, thank you so much for being on our Hive. And we look forward to having a really fun February. And we hope that we can teach you some things that will help you to make money and to grow your business. But it's all about bringing people in and hooking them up to their own website, and you getting paid commissions. That's the way I feel. I have almost 11,000 people in my downline. That would have never happened if I just sold the products. So I love sharing the opportunity, and I want everybody to get the deal I'm getting. And I think 50% off on skincare products is amazing. It's an amazing thing that you should be, anyone that's addicted to Jaffra, you should, and loves it and orders all the time. I just can't imagine, but again, some people would rather just order through you. They like being taken care of by you. I can see that. But today we have websites that are going to take care of clients, send them the specials, bribe them to order, send them the bundles twice a week, and all those things. And all they have to do is open up their phone, bang, there's a notice from Jaffra, 25% off, 50% off, whatever. It's pretty exciting time to be in this company. So again, this is Vickie, and again, we just kind of pitch hit tonight, you might say, for Bronwyn, because she couldn't be with us. I will stay on to visit with you afterwards. So thank you again for being here with me, and for the loyalty that you show to the Hive. I really appreciate you. And thank you, Daryl, and thank you, Bronwyn, and for being my co-host always. And thank you tonight for Wileen pitch hitting. So, all right, here we go. We're going to say goodbye to our Facebook friends. Here we go. Bye. And then we're going to say goodbye.